Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Good morning. I'm here, just woke up. It's early on a Saturday morning, and I'm here in Kragujevac, Serbia. Stayed at my Palestinian friend's house, him and his girlfriend, and woke up this morning. I heard my phone beep, and he said he's in Belgrade now, and so he said to lock the house up and bring him his keys. And so she had to go there for some interview, but I've been down here for a couple days. We came down here, Work and Travel Group, my company. We have an office here in Kragujevac. So we had a presentation at the law faculty on Thursday, and then yesterday I had some classes with my students. We went out last night to a couple places. Beautiful place. It's called Panorama, if you haven't been here to Kragujevac, Serbia. Panorama's in Hotel Kragujevac, one of the biggest buildings here, and it's in the top floor. So it's got a really nice cafe. You have beer, wine, everything you want. Live music, and you can see like a whole view of the city. It's really, really pretty place. So we went there for a beer, and Buena Vista, my favorite place by far to go out here. The bartender always remembers me. They have like a book this thick, not even kidding you, of drinks you can get, mixed drinks, and they're so cheap. I mean, you can get a mixed drink, big one with fresh fruit in it for like 250 dinara. It's unbelievable. The most expensive one is like 600, which is cheap, you know. Anyway, a little bit about Kragujevac. Kragujevac is actually one of the centermost cities in Serbia. Serbia's got kind of a strange shape, and Kragujevac's right in the center in a place called Šumadija. And Šuma is like forest. Kragujevac used to be the capital of Serbia, like 1818 to 1839. It was the capital of Serbia, and then I think in World War I, from 1914 to 1915, it was also the capital of Serbia. Now, of course, it's Belgrade. The city has maybe 180,000 people. It takes from Belgrade to here, it's about 2 hours on the bus. It depends on which bus you go. You can take Autoput, which is the interstate or the big highway, and come over. But yesterday I failed to tell them I wanted Autoput, so they go through some little back alley place. So, some of the important things about Kragujevac, if you haven't been here. What is it? It's got the first gymnasium high school. Gymnasium is something funny. I've mentioned this in videos before. In the USA, what we call a gymnasium is a place you play basketball, you know. And so a lot of Serbians, when I first got here and I didn't know what gymnasium meant in their language, they'd say, hey, I say, what school do you go to? Because you're in Serbia, you go to different high schools. There's law high school, medical high school, all these different high schools. USA, most places, small places especially, you just have one and all the kids go there. But gymnasium is like college prep courses. So when you graduate from gymnasium school, you're ready to go to college. The other schools, you can graduate and go straight into work. But when I first got here, I thought it was like kids were sports. I said, wow, you're going to the gymnasium? You're playing basketball or what? And they said, no, we're studying for college. And I said, really? I didn't know what it meant. Strange little difference. But they got the oldest gymnasium in Serbia. The first constitution in the Balkans was written up here in Kragujevac. It's the site, negative thing about Kragujevac, it was the site of one of the worst massacres in Serbia. It's called October 21st. I think October 19th to the 21st, Germans in World War II, the Nazis came in here and slaughtered between 2,500 and 5,000 people, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know. That's the numbers that they usually give if you look it up online. There's a movie about this whole scenario, really sad. There's a high school, big memorial park. You walk through this whole park, and every part of the park there's a big memorial with a little story behind it. I've mentioned that in some other videos, but there's a teacher, they told him to leave because he was going to kill his students, and he refused to leave, and they killed him and his students, and I mean, they have a little thing for that. Really sad stuff, man. They lost like 15% of their population, or 18% back in World War I think it was. It's also, it used to be the site of the biggest weapons manufacturer here in Serbia, maybe even the Balkans, called Zastava. And Zastava also owned Yugo, which is a car company that was really popular here, sent to the USA a couple times. Now it's purchased by Fiat. So when you come into the city of Kragujevac, the thing that sticks in my head the most is your first impression of the city. You know, when you first come into the city limits of Kragujevac, there's a massive Orthodox cross, beautiful cross, and it's in a roundabout, you know, that circular thing, your bus goes around, and then you go past it, maybe 200 feet ahead of it, there's a big monument to Fiat. You know, it's kind of funny. You get this massive Fiat emblem, and it's in a roundabout too. So it goes from a cross to Fiat. So that tells you the power that Fiat has here. They say a lot of people, local people here, speak Italian. Some of them, like in the business type communities, because there's so many Italians that come here to work at Fiat, to visit, to do different things. So it's common here. There's a couple Italian restaurants here, and now they make a lot of Fiat cars that are produced and sold throughout the world. Fiat 500 is one of them. Good car, good looking car. And what else with Kragujevac? Milorad Čavić this is where I first met Milorad Čavić when I was going to a pizza place. He comes up and he says, "Hey, are you that guy that's helping Serbian kids?" So I met Milorad Čavić here. He used to have a swimming school here, but he quit. He went back to the USA. What else in Kragujevac? Nice city, really good nightlife. There's a lot of bars and stuff around. About every street you go on, there's a really nice little bar. There's a place called Hazard I went to with some of the girls from work. It's right in this, or just a little bit down from Sharar's house. We're in like some big tall, we're like in the 8th floor of a building here. I'm gonna show you outside. But Hazard's really nice little cafe. There's lots and lots of nightclubs here. So when I think of Kragujevac, I think of like nightlife and stuff. And there's a lot of Palestinians here, maybe 8, 9, 10. I don't remember how many's here now. Good friends of mine. Yesterday I was walking to the office and I ran into like 2 people I knew that knew me. He said, "Hey, are you Charles?" I said, "Yes, of course I'm Charles." There's a little funny McDonald's, it's copyright infringement thing. It shows McDonald's emblem, and then it says McLeod or something. I forget what it says. Really funny. I don't know, that's it, my friends. I'm going to show you a little bit around Kragujevac here in just a bit whenever I finish my coffee and my delicious breakfast of Smokies that Sharar left here. So Sharar, I'm eating your snacks, even though I don't like Smoky, but I'm eating them anyway. And I'm watching Farma. You know, this show, I never understand Farma. All it is, it shows these people living in a farm, and they sit there and talk and eat and drink, and then it shows them do chores on a farm. It's so stupid. But that's all that's on TV. Let me show you outside. I'll get off here, my friends. It's kind of a chilly day. There's Farma. Silly shit. Let's look out here. This is the city of Kragujevac. This is something you'll notice when you go to Serbia. This is how they build buildings and stuff right there. See that? See that guy sitting on top staring at me? But that's how they build them, with those orange blocks. And there's the different apartment buildings. It's kind of a foggy, hazy, chilly morning. Hotel Kragujevac that I was telling you about's right over there. That's it. By that, wait. I can't see it in here. Yeah, right there, I think, is Hotel Kragujevac. Lots of apartment buildings here. Lots of little homes. Something I always notice in Serbia is the orange. Almost every home has an orange roof. And that's strange. We don't really have that here. 188,000 people. That's it, my friends. I'll show you a little bit in a moment. Do widzenia.